You have been reputed to have a passion for unleashing potential.
Yeah.
I get a lot of requests for mentorship, sometimes not just from the younger generation, but also from my peers. And one of the things they're always talking about is the hostile environments that they find themselves in, where they always have to prove themselves, you know, that they feel like they're just there because of, transformation imperatives. What tips can you give them, in terms of how do they survive and thrive in the environments that they're in?
My tip is that the first thing, once you've been given a job, just do your job to the best of your ability. So master it very quickly, learn it.
Like the basics, the technical stuff of your job.
Just make sure you do your job and do it excellently and do it very well.
Yeah.
Because the job and your success will speak for itself. It will actually shut up those that have got biases, whether prejudice which are racial or prejudice because of gender, whatever it is. If you deliver results, numbers speak for themselves and they don't lie. And normally that's very important. So I would say, first of all, just make sure your job is done so that you don't have anybody using your lack of performance as an excuse to take you out or limit your growth or stifle your growth. So that's very important. Secondly, I think it's so important that you've got a resilience, because whether you like it or not, every place has got its politics.
Yes.
Corporate politics sometimes is even maybe worse than normal politics, because there's so much undercurrent around it. And if you try to play it and you get caught into it, you can get caught into a web.
Yes.
Therefore, it's very important that you need to have the sense of where you're going. And the last thing I would like to say is that don't ever put the career path on the hands of even your boss.
Yeah.
Because if you put it in your hands of your boss, and then you actually put all your future in here. The career path is you to determine. If you enter any corporation, they always advertise positions. They always have got learning programs, which I think you need to grab them. You need to be the one to go to your boss and say, hey, listen, I think I'm interested in that. I'm interested in that. This is where I want to go. This is where my career is going. There is no doubt in South Africa there is a strong historical challenge that we have, where a lot of people's talents are stifled. But this is 25 years later.
Yes.
We can't be blaming that all the time. We need to take responsibility. And I know right now in our companies like ours, we're making a huge major transformation, whether it's in ownership, whether it's in employment equity in terms of, and then management control. And those young, talented young people, we identify them early and we give them challenges. And we say, you swim or sink.
Yeah.
And many are swimming, and I'm very proud of them. And they are coming from a diverse background.